Hello everybody, welcome back to the Wisconsin Greg Show. I decided to go out and make a little vlog today. I have no clue where I'm going, but we'll find somewhere to go, and sometimes those are the best videos. You never know what you're going to find. So stick around, and I got a little list of stuff that I want to talk about, and I'm sure we'll discover some more things to talk about. So stick around, and always make sure to stick around till the very end, because you just never know. I might end and then I say, oh, I want to put something else in here. I've done that in the past, so stick around and I'll be right back with you. Well, I didn't make it far, but I seen all these honkers down here right across from the mill pond, so I thought I'd come over here and quick and take a video of them. There's a bunch of them out here in the water here, and there's a little ice on the left on the side. They're standing on the ice, if you can see them. Canadian geese. They got their heads. They're listening to me. They're trying to see if I'm a threat or a danger to them. They might take off, but we'll see. I'm trying to get as close as I can. They're enjoying the weather. It's 53 degrees Fahrenheit today. It's pretty windy. It's not so bad here in town. Out in the country, it seems windier. I had to go get my garbage cans today. They were like getting to be on the road. Garbage pickup day, and they're empty, and wind was blowing them around. They're a little shy, these little guys, but they're enjoying the weather. It looks like having a little swim. Come up here, take a break on the ice, and then go swim again. Quite a few of them. I don't know if you can see them down at the other end. They're being pretty quiet. Uh-oh, look like a couple over here are they got a little argument going on amongst themselves over here. Those ones up in the beginning and up in the front there, they were kind of fighting there a little bit there. Something going on there, I'm not sure. Okay, I'm in a little unincorporated area in Wisconsin called Linton, Wisconsin. The only reason I came over here is because when I was younger, my mom and dad lived over in this area. I never knew where they lived. I still don't know exactly where they lived. But I always wanted to come and kind of check the land out and see. I think they farmed or worked for a farmer over in this area. I'm going to go over on another side road and videotape over there. I'll be right back with you. This is kind of a view from the other side of the unincorporated Linton. My dad told stories. I always thought it was Zenda he was talking about, but I kind of looked up on the internet, and I guess it's Linton is what he was talking about, because he always called it Slopville, and I've never heard that. I only found one spot on the internet talking about that. I guess years ago there was a cheese factory here, and the waste that was made from the cheese used to run across the road, and that's how it got its name, Slopville. And I also heard there was a meat cutting plant or meat processing plant or something here years ago, and I guess it wasn't the cleanest thing, and a lot of the stuff was pretty messy, and I guess that kind of contributed to the name of this area too. And I also heard the name changed from L-I-N-T with two N's. It had two N's, Linton with two N's, and I guess they removed one of the N's from the name. I'm not sure why they did that. But anyways, just a little interesting history. The land looks pretty decent around this area. One thing that caught my eye was driving around the area, because I was just curious to see where my parents lived. I wish I knew what house it was back then. It was before World War II it would have been. But the land looks pretty decent over in this area. Nice and pretty flat. A little rolling hills, but not much. Maybe a little swampy. That's one thing that caught my name driving around the area. One of the road signs called Swamp Angel Road. I thought that was kind of weird. I'd like to know the history behind that. But anyways, I'm going to continue on somewhere else and be right back with you. long as I'm over in this area, I thought I'd show you the little town of Zenda, Wisconsin. Very, very small town. Pretty much, I guess this is probably what it's more noted for is Zenda Tap. A lot of people go there, I've heard. I've seen some of my friends on Facebook have been there. Another thing I read is there was a famous sailor, I believe, that lives in this town. And I think that's the name, Melgus. Not into sailing myself too much, but it's kind of an interesting little fact. There is a couple churches, like I believe that's a church. I'm not sure if there's a church or a school right there. And then there's another church across the street here. Or at least it looks like at one time it was a church. I'm not sure if it still is or not. But pretty old area in this area. Like I was talking about the road names, a lot of the names are like Mill Street. So I'm guessing there was a mill on that street at one time. At the end of this road, there's a brick place and a grain elevator. I'll try to get that on camera here quick. There's I think it's called Lakes Brick and Block, and then there's also a big grain elevator behind there. There's quite a bit of stuff happening in this little town. Not sure where they get all their help from. I'm sure some of their help must have to drive further, because not sure if there's enough people in this area to keep these businesses going. They might have to, these people working here might have to a little bit of a drive. Not too far probably. There's Lake Geneva, ain't too far from here. And then right behind me here is, well, you can see the train track here. Train track goes right through here. And then there's a farm place over here where all the FS for farmers, where they get the fertilizer and stuff like that from. Looks like a place where they either load up for fertilizer or just park their stuff here. I'm not sure. Anyways, I'm going to carry on. This is a little road marker I found, and it's for Lynn Township in the area that I'm in. And kind of a little interesting fact. You can pause it on here and read it. Where the first 4-H club was organized in Lynn Township here, it looks like. Pretty interesting. Years and years ago. I stopped here in Williams Bay here just for a little second to take a look at Lake Geneva and show you the ice out there and what it's like. Pretty windy out here today, but I wanted to show you this little guy. It's all dressed up for the winter. Sorry for the wind noise, it's horrible out here. You can see the ice is pretty much all gone. I don't know if you can see out there, but there's some really big waves out there. Probably why the geese are on the ice, to get away from the water, the waves. The ice is all breaking up. I don't know if you can hear it. I'm going to turn my microphone around. It's a really, really cool sound. The snow's pretty much gone down here, but there's still some spots where it is, and then like over here where they plowed the parking lots and stuff, you can see there's still big huge piles left. They're going to be around here for a while. in Fontana right now, Fontana, Wisconsin. It's another little town, I guess you'd call it, on that's on the edge of Lake Geneva, or Geneva Lake. I don't think I've ever been to this one on my YouTube channel, but it's a very, very beautiful town. It's a I'd call it a high-class town. Very, very fancy housing and stuff here. It's not one reason I don't come here very often. It's way above my pay grade to do stuff here. But it is very, very beautiful. It sits down kind of in a hollow when you come into town. It's a very, very beautiful view. There's a sculpture here. Pretty cool. On a sailboat. It's not really a sailboat. I'm not sure what you'd call that. Sailboard or whatever. Pretty cool. Anyways, I'm going to walk down this path a little bit and try to get closer to some of those bigger houses and show you. Pretty fancy. It'd be something to paint someday. Hello. Fontana is well known for a resort here called the Abbey. Very high-end place. I've only been in it a few times. Been there for a Christmas party. I believe it was for my ex-wife's work. I can't remember now exactly why I was there. Some kind of a Christmas party of some sort. Long, long time ago. Should come down here in the summertime when all the boats are in the lake. They're all taken out now for the winter. But anyways, I hope you're all doing good. Gonna be all over the thing today, talking about different stuff. One thing I want to talk about is art and stuff, doing artwork, painting. I've been always have problem deciding what I want to paint. It takes me forever. Just wondering if any of you have that problem. I spend more time thinking about it and trying to plan out what I want to paint than painting. But I'm sure eventually, as I do more and more, that'll probably become easier and easier. And know if you might not have seen the video I did in Elkhorn, Wisconsin a few days ago, probably coming up close to a week now maybe. At a bar there called the Sports Page Bar. There was a sound like it was a robbery and a shooting, and the end, and two people got killed. It was a bartender, and the bartender's husband was there at the bar. I guess he came at night and sat with her to make sure she was safe. And the two ended up dying. They got shot, and they have a suspect, I guess, that is arrested. It was a person of interest, but I think they did arrest him now, and sounds like he had a pretty big arrest record in the past. He was in jail for 20 or 25 years. Lots of bad stuff that he's done. It's probably one of those cases where he shouldn't have been let loose. But as you always know, I always consider him innocent until proven guilty. So he'll have his day in court, and we'll see what happens. There's been a lot of crime in around this area, which is not real common. Right after that shooting, there was a home break-in. The person wasn't there, but they had a alarm system, I guess. That was in Elkhorn, Wisconsin also. And I think there was 5 subjects. Then they ended up getting the Well, they had an alarm system or some kind of a security system, and the lady was not at home, but she could watch them coming in her house on video on her cell phone, I think. And she called the police, and they ended up having a high-speed chase, and they got into an accident. I believe they hit some other cars, and they fled and stuff. And I think one of them got tased, and two of them got away, but they did get three of them. And boy, just all kinds of stuff. There was just another one of those in Janesville, and in that case, I didn't hear what all happened there, but I heard that people were home when it happened. So that's why you got to carry even in your own house nowadays. You got to be safe, protect yourself. It's crazy out here. There's a lot of beautiful houses here. Very, very, very expensive houses. Like I said, there'd be lots of stuff here to paint. The only problem is finding a place to park sometimes, especially in the summertime. They'd like to charge you for parking around Lake Geneva and Fontana and stuff. A lot of places charge for parking. Lake Geneva's getting ridiculous. I think it's $4 an hour for parking. Crazy. We finally got past the worst part of winter, I think. But you never know in Wisconsin. You can always come back. There for a couple weeks, it was pretty rough. We had like a few inches of snow, and then we got like, I don't remember, 12, 13 inches of snow. Then we got wind, drifting all the time, like for days, kept drifting. My driveway shut and have to keep plowing them out. And I'm gonna go on the other side of the street here. And then it got super, super cold, like 13 below for a few days. And then with the wind, it just made it really, really horrible. I thought there was a sidewalk on this side. I guess not, only on the left side. So, I guess I'll have to go back on the other side. If you didn't see my video with Frank the Butcher in Walworth, Wisconsin, make sure to check that out. He did a great job. He loves being on video. He makes his own videos, actually. He's on Facebook. He's worth subscribing to on Facebook just to watch his videos. And he did a great job. And let me know if you liked that video. I'm thinking of doing more videos like that, talking to more business owners and stuff, and learning more about their backgrounds, and getting any tips from them that can help businesses other places in the country, and just talking to people. Let me know if you like that kind of stuff. As a lot of you know, I like to go dancing and stuff, and I asked this girl out the other day, I just asked her to go dance at a song at a place I was at, and she tends bar there, but she got done. I've never really seen her dance before, but I took a chance on it and asked her, and found out, no way. It's kind of like me. If you ask me to go up and sing karaoke, there ain't no way I'm going up there and singing karaoke. But she wouldn't want nothing to do with dancing. She's just scared of going up there, and she felt bad, because she didn't want to say no to me, but she just don't dance. But that ain't the funny part of it. The funny part to me is she was on a TV show called Naked and Afraid. It's like a survival show, and she's supposed to be one of them real tough women. You think she would go out there and dance no matter what. But she's a nice lady, but she's just not a dancer. It's kind of funny. She can be on a survival show, but won't dance. I just thought that was kind of funny. Also kind of funny, I think, is She's a very pretty girl, but on the survival show, they make them look really rough. They got dirt all over their faces, and it's just funny seeing how the difference is, how they do stuff on TV. I don't watch TV, but I just looked at some pictures online of her on there. She didn't win. I think she came in maybe, I don't remember, 4th, something like that. But old Wisconsin Greg, we know he knows some people. But everybody's got their things they don't do, and that's okay. Everybody's different. Everybody sees things differently. We all have to understand that. A couple little dogs out here running around, pretty cool. I don't know if you can see them. They got a big area to run around out here. But yeah, I bet you this would be pretty nice out here where all the boats park in the summertime. That'd be a very beautiful view. I'm gonna have to come back here and videotape here in the summer more often, I guess. But anyways, I'm gonna let you go, I think. But you just never know. Sometimes I might see something and add it towards the end. So make sure you stick around and make sure it is actually the end, because sometimes I start up again. So anyways, I'm going to let you go for now. It might be the end, it might not. And if it is, we'll catch you on the next Wisconsin Greg Show. And thanks for watching, everybody. Hope I didn't drag this out too long. But we'll catch you all later. Have a great day, everyone. Bye now. Oh, I'm not gone yet. I thought I was, but just wanted to show you some of these closer up, how fancy some of the buildings are around this area. One more thing at least that I want to show you. I'll be right back with you. It's kind of hard to see because it's starting to get dark out, but it's Yerkes Observatory over there, over by Williams Bay, Wisconsin, that dome. And I just wanted to point that out to you. Someday maybe I'll stop in there. It's pretty expensive to go inside there, but someday maybe I will. And see if I can videotape, or at least videotape closer up to it out on the outside. This was used to look in outer space, I guess. So just wanted to point that out. So we'll catch y'all later. Take care. Bye now.